Good morning, guys. It is so early in the freaking morning. It is so early. It's so cold. I'm chilling so hard. I got on my old navy sweatshirt. You know, I went to the gym this morning. I'm feeling a little zen. I ain't gonna let nobody like stop my what am I trying to my I don't know, but I'm feeling pretty good this morning, so I can tell today is gonna be a good day. I hope, at least. But anyway, let's get on into this video. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be the start of a mini wedding planning series. Like mini, like, I don't want to stress out about planning my wedding. I know you don't want to stress out about planning your wedding. I mean, who wants to stress out about this stuff? So I'm gonna do it in small parts. Let me turn this around. Small parts, not a lot, like just so we can like get through this together, because I'm planning my wedding currently. I'm getting married in 2020, and when I went into this, I went in thinking like, Dominique, you don't want to like stress yourself out like dealing with this. Like I've seen I've seen so many like brides like stress themselves out, like having to do this, having to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be very chill, like how I look right now. I want it to be very chill, smooth process, and so far it's been going pretty good. So I'm just gonna let you into the tea or coffee, because that's what I just made. But anyway, let's start. So okay, you married, well, I'm sorry, you engaged. Okay, we got engaged. Whoop whoop, the whoop whoop, you know, everybody like, hey, you know, all that other good stuff. I'm happy, you happy, we all happy. Okay, what do we do first? So first things first, you gotta know your colors. I mean, you can't be like going into this not knowing like the color scheme or what you want. And I know like in the back of your head, at some point you was like thinking like, okay, I know I want this and this to go together, or you know, mix and match, or whatever the case may be. For me and my fiance, our colors are maroon, navy blue with a gold accent. I know it probably sounds weird. I'll probably insert a picture somewhere in one of these screens just so you can get like a feel of the idea of what we were talking about, because a lot of times when I tell people, they like, and when I show them, they're like, oh, okay, we get you. But Pinterest has been my best friend, so big ups to Pinterest. So, okay, so you get your color scheme. That's the easy part, right? Now we get into the nitty gritty. So, another thing we need to think about is you need to know where you are getting married. Like, where we get married. I know it's like tradition for like people to get married, like I think where the bride's hometown. Okay, I did not want that. I didn't want that. So our three main places were Dallas, Houston, New Orleans. We both didn't want to get married in our hometowns. I mean, not to say there's nothing wrong with our hometowns, but we wanted something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something different. There's nothing wrong with getting married in your hometown. I just did not want to get married in mine. That's all that is. But anyway, so we chose New Orleans. So when we settled down on a place of, you know, where are we going to get married at, that's where, you know, stuff starts to tumble, starts to rumble. You start getting into the nitty gritty, and then you like, okay, what we about to do? Because now we know we get married at. So then we start going into looking for venues. But backtrack, you need to know how many people are going to be at your wedding. Now I know things never go according to plan. Things never go according to plan. In my head, you know, I was like, oh, we can do probably like 150. That would be fine. That would be great. You know, whoop whoop. Not a lot of people. I was wrong. So my best advice to you would be you and your fiance to get an Excel spreadsheet and put all these names into an Excel spreadsheet. Now I'm very familiar with Excel, but my fiance like can whip up a quick Excel sheet to calculate this, to multiply, divide by that, like in the blink of an instant. So he put it together. He did the tabs. I believe it was family as one tab, and he separated my family, his family. Then it was friends on another tab, which is college friends, work friends, and then the last tab was the wedding party. So once he did all the individual tabs, you know, I took the laptop and I went on and I filled in all my family's names that I can think of at the top of my head. Gave him the laptop. He filled out all his family's names, and then he did a sum of each. How many people are in my family, how many people are in his family, and then he did a total on the side of total family. Yeah, let's just say our family alone is currently at 174. So yeah, so 150 was already knocked out. But that's the purpose of the Excel spreadsheet. You got to get down all the names you can. So once we got to family, we was like, okay, cool, let's go ahead and get to like write out all the friends you can think of, like everybody you can think of you would want to invite to your wedding. Then you go on, you at this point mentally, the bride and the groom have an idea of how many groomsmen they want, how many bridesmaids they want, maid of honor, best man, how many people are in each wedding party. So we came up with, we have 7 each, so 14, and then you have to include the flower girl, ring bearer, minister. I mean, that's why we have to have a whole different tab for that. So our total wedding party in itself is 28 people, but that's including people's plus ones, and you cannot forget the plus ones. Don't do that. So after we got the entire Excel spreadsheet together, we had well over 300 people, but I knew already we were not going no higher. We were not going no higher than 250 people. That was my cutoff. That was our cutoff. We agreed mutually, no more than 250 people. So then this is where you start saying, okay, well, who my real friends are and who are we just inviting to invite? Because, you know, we like to, you know, make sure we get everybody, even somebody we spoke to 4 times in college, and we like, oh yeah, you know, we can invite them to the wedding. This is when you start cutting people. So once you know your max total, your max capacity, you start reevaluating. All right, cut this person, cut this person, cut this person. How many times do we even speak to this person? Cut. You know, it's, and which is a good thing, because you want people that you are constantly in communications with, or at least have a deep friendship with. We had people on our wedding list that we've known mutually in college. We passed by, you know, we're good with them. Every time we see each other at homecoming, you know, it's good. But as far as like, do we talk to those people outside of those events? No. So then, bye. And it's okay, because if they see this video, they don't know who they are. So it's all right. It's all right. But it's not necessarily be mean, but you want people in your corner on your day that's actually there riding for you. That's like, you've constantly talked to. I have mandatory people that I need at my wedding, my friends that are not in either side wedding party. I have a lot of guy friends, more guy friends than girlfriends, and all of them like were mandatory. But the good thing is, between me and my fiance, since we went to college together, we were in the same major, engineering. We have basically the same mutual friends, except for like literally a handful. But then you get into the work friends. Like, you don't forget to add your work friends if you have any work friends. But keep in mind, if you need to start cutting people, then depending upon your relationship with the work friends, they might be the first to start getting cut. I have maybe 8 work friends that I have on my list, including their plus ones, he might have the same. But our friend list, last time I checked, which was 3 weeks ago, was at 80 people by itself. Our friends total were 80 people. So you have our family, that's 170 something people. You got friends, that's 80 people. And then you also got to include your, don't forget to include your wedding party plus their plus ones, your friends plus ones, all in this total. Because I know some people fail to remember to include the wedding party when you have to give that total of 250 people. 28 people are already gone. So then you start cutting friends. Please keep the Excel spreadsheet, make it shareable between the both of y'all. So when you have to go in and make an edit, you just pull it up, type in your name, save, and then it can automatically save and go to your significant others. When they pull up their Excel sheet, man, listen. But okay, now we know. You got your color scheme. You have a number, and you've chosen the place that you want to get married. You have the number of people max that you are looking for. Now it's time to get into looking at venues. So I knew that I wanted an all-inclusive space. If you don't know what all-inclusive space means pertaining to weddings, it's you can get married there, and you can have your reception there, all in the same place. I wanted that primarily for convenience. I knew it would save money, because when you think about, you need to rent out a space at a church for so many hours, and then you have to turn around and go rent out a space at a reception hall for so many hours. It just begins to get, it's too much. It was really too much. So I knew, we both knew that we wanted an all-inclusive space. So that was the goal. That is what we were looking at. But we were not opposed to getting married at a church and having a reception hall if the price was less. And when I say less, it had to have been significantly less. You know what I'm saying? So the reception place that we chose, we knew that we wanted it to include the food. We wanted it to include the open bar. We wanted to include security. We wanted it to include the cleanup crew. We wanted it to include also day of coordinator. And luckily we found a place in New Orleans that had all of that. But to get to that place, like, the search was crazy. Like, that was probably one of those stressful moments that you have, trying to find a place that's accommodating to the number of people you have and that's reasonably priced. And luckily we were able to find one. But our reception and wedding place has everything taken care of. The food is included in the budget. The open bar is included in the budget. You have a bridal suite. There's also, please remember also, these venue places will try to slide in that you need to get insurance. Please make sure you read over that contract, read over the proposal that they send you, read over their entire website, because you don't want any miscellaneous cost. And I already knew going into looking for a venue that I was going to need to make sure that there was security. I needed to make sure that they had a cleanup crew. If they didn't have a cleanup crew, that would have been fine, but that to have as an added bonus. We knew that we wanted an open bar at this at the reception. We knew we wanted it clean, classy, simple, elegant. Like, I'm not opposed to decorating, but this place decorates for you. And it has the LED lights in the venue space that matches the color of your wedding. The floors are marble. Like, it's what we wanted. It's very simple. We're not over the top people. So guys, I'm gonna end this wedding planning series here today. I hope you enjoyed thus far, because you know we don't want to stress. I don't want you to stress. We're gonna get through this together, okay? Together. holding on strong. But yeah, so in the next wedding planning video, we're gonna go over some of the questions that you need to ask these venue places to make sure you know they ain't getting over on you, because we don't do that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. And we're also going to go over if you guys want to do bridesmaids boxes, maid of honor boxes. I made some for my bridesmaids and maid of honor, so I'm going to share that with you guys and how you can do it and make it affordable. Because if you go on Etsy and you go on all these other places, they might charge you your arm, your leg, your kidney, your heart, your top lip, your left toe. It can be expensive, but I got you. So guys, until next time, I will see you later. Peace.